I'm really fortunate at Publicis Media within Spark Foundry to have Epsilon at my fingertips. That enables me to look at transactions, behaviors, etc. But something that we always talk about is those signals that give us an indication of where someone is in their life stage, what are the key events that are happening around them, how are they behaving and responding to that, and then also how that indicates where they are in their product life cycle or the acquisition of a service. So that enables us to really laser point in on how someone is feeling, what they are doing, and who they are, to really be the most relevant as we can be.
So what are those sources? I mean, Epsilon, of course, has a lot of information. What other sources are you using, and what's important to you?
It really depends on the client need and the business outcome that we're driving for, and what the client wants us to use as well. Epsilon is open source, so it can work with all different kinds of things. We've recently just done a deal with IRI, with Epsilon as well, that helps us close the loop on a lot of the measurement for CPG. And it enables us to look at how we can partner with whatever the client needs us to look at in terms of the data sources that are most important to them. But it also enables us to enrich. So by applying Epsilon data over and above the client data, it enables us to enrich the understanding of that consumer, and very importantly goes through the line right the way to activation, which is close to my heart, to ensure that we've got the minimum fidelity loss, maximum match rate, enables us to be the most relevant at the right point in time for each consumer with the right message.
You know, you've been on the client side, the agency side for a number of years, and how have clients' expectations around performance, investment changed, and how does data help you sort of plan and actually determine outcomes?
I think one overarching premise that we see is that we have to all do more with less, whether that's the client side or the agency side. Everybody wants to do more with less, and so it's absolutely critical that we use that data to understand the performance of all channels. So one of the biggest discussions we are all having right now is the race to the currency. And if it's one currency or many will remain to be seen. I think it will be many. But what that means is putting more performance metrics into traditional media and all video, making that look and work in a different way than we've been historically used to. We used to look at GRPs. A person pressed a button in a room and we decided that that was good enough for us for many, many years. And the reality is now we have that rich data that enables us to truly understand what is happening from a personal people perspective, but also within the household or in an outdoor environment or whatever environment it might be.
Lisa, one topic that we're very interested in is how data determines creative optimization, and how you work with so many great creative agencies. How does that work, or where might that be going?
I think it's really interesting because I think a lot of people see data and they get scared that that's going to kill creativity. I actually think it drives creativity because for many, many years we've worked on facts about consumers. Now we have true insight to understand where they are, what they're doing, how they're feeling, and who they are. So that enables us to drive a much more relevant message. It enables us to unlock a lot more creativity and to be able to build bespoke messages by dynamic content optimization, through bigger content ideas that enables us to really match that with where the consumer is at and meet them in that space.